Tonight, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Los Angeles Rams taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Here's Oliver. And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive.
That's not good enough, man.
That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. The numbers for him from a week ago, 21 carries, 94 yards.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people open downfield.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And it's third down.
Operating from the gun, Bennett. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Baker. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down now, it's Lawrence. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Right back to him on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the play.
To throw is Baker. Looking to throw on second down. On the slant, this is Chark. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. DJ Chark, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. Both sides of the football end.
Will Lutz lining up for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Rams 7.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Oliver. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
There certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs? Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Bennett to throw on second down. And this is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Bennett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. And what they do know is that they'll be playing at home come January, at least for one game, as they have locked up the NFC West.
And everyone wants that top spot, partner. We know that, because that guarantees you home field advantage throughout the playoffs. But whether or not that's in the cards or not, you have to be impressed with how this team has played.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the Niners' 19-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
1-yard line.
Baker now. From the gun, he'll throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From a yard out, and the Rams add on to their lead.
First and goal, forget running the football, forget establishing anything, just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think first and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Oliver. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground.
But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third.
5 yards pick up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Rams getting set to go now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll run on 1st down. Lawrence. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Down at the 28-yard line.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Yeah, what do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
On 2nd down, it's Lawrence. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
At the 31. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and...
Baker from the gun on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's bailing.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The Niners set to take over on offense. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to a self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. Interesting stat line right now. Technically, he's completed 4 passes, 2 to his team and then 2 to the wrong team.
It makes you wonder what he's seeing downfield because he has completed 2 passes to his own team, but the interceptions are troubling. Is he going through the wrong reads, the wrong progressions? Is he...
They got his man complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jackson now to return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Off the play fake. Baker. He takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Back to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 49ers.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Quarterback sack.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. On 3rd down, it's Lawrence. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. A pretty wild 1st quarter. 21-7, our score.
49ers 7.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. On first down, Joseph. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Off-play action. Bennett. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 13.
Now Bennett to throw. Throwing on 3rd and long. And the Rams got it. They'll bring him down.
9 yards.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he has enjoyed some solid ground. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a deep... And he can't escape, and down he goes.
The quarterback.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. On 3rd down, it's Lawrence. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Bennett. Pressure comes and down he goes.
The quarterback sacked.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. The Niners on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From left side, it's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Bennett now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Rams' 36-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a give right side. It's Joseph. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
A gain of 3 on the play.
Back to throw. Bennett.
First down.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
He was
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun. Bennett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Bennett. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Makes the score Rams 21, 49ers 10.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone, get you 6?
They're on 26-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, getting help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
And he's made the most of it to this point. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
49-yard line.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
At the 38-yard line.
And a give this time to the tailback. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Third down.
And here's Bennett from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
It's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's in his zone, 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits,
That's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Get there and bring him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Bennett looking to throw on second down. Looking left side, that's complete to Oliver. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Bennett off the play fake. Rookie quarterback. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting New York Giants. 30-24 was the final. And finally, on Monday Night Football, should be a good one there between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
L.A. readies for its next possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Baker. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time, in football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
It's a pickup at 3.
Now Bennett to throw. Operating from the gun. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. They'll run on first down. Lawrence. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 35-yard line. A gain of 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lawrence. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 29.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Baker on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And that ball popped free. We can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down. Baker. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
14-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Arnold. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 11-yard line.
From the gun, Baker. And he he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Baker. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That really sets him back, a loss of 6.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there, so I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football, because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
What's good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
49ers 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Joseph. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Or instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your court? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. from the gun. Baker. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll run on first down. It's Lawrence. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On second down now. It's Arnold, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Arnold, and he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Rams 31, 49ers 10.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
On first down, it's Joseph. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He's tackled at the 20.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Rams 31, 49ers 10.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Bennett. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Joey Bosa, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Bennett now throwing on 4th down. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
They'll run on first down. Lawrence. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now Baker throwing on first down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw is Baker. Throwing again. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And this now 3rd and 11 after that second down completion actually went back a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Makes the score Rams 34, 49ers 10.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Bennett. And he fins him off. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
And he is going to have a Niners first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Bennett. Throw left side complete. That's Joseph. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Hey, man, let's play our game.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Operating from the gun. Bennett. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 49. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. From the gun, Baker over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to have the Rams first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Running back again, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 26.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun. Baker. Sharp's got it. Left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 70th catch for him on the year. Like so many others, this goes for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lawrence. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
On 3rd down, it's Lawrence. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
To throw again. Bennett. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 34. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far. Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, You have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And 1.
On third down, it's Lawrence. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Final score, Rams.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Rams, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.